So here is a visual of the 4 over 10 after we multiplied it by 2's when we found the least common multiple. And then this is the visual for 5 over 10 after we found the least common multiple, which was 5 over 10. And then our result after we added 4 over 10 plus 5 over 10 equals 9 over 10. And here is a visual. Okay, so let me go ahead and move. Okay, so another general rule when it comes to adding fractions with different denominators is first we have to rewrite using a common denominator. Second, we have to add or subtract the fraction, and thirdly, simplify if needed. So let me do some examples. So let's say we have 1 over 6 plus 2 over 9. So we need to rewrite the common denominators for these two numbers. So we need to find the multiples of 6, and then multiples of 9. So the multiples of 6, which are 6, 12, 18, 24, and so on, and we can always come back if we need to add more. So now multiples of 9, so it's 9, 18, and right there we already have found the least common multiple, which is 18. So now we need to do 1 over 6, and then here we have 2 over 9. So now first we start with 1 over 6, which was 6. It was 1, 2, 3. The 18 was the least common multiple, so that means we multiply 3. So whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So now what's 3 times 1? That is 3. And then 6 times 3, 18. So that stays 3 over 18. And now we move on to 2 over 9. So we found that 2 times 2 equals 18. So 2 times 2 equals 4. And then 9 times 2, because again we use the 2 to find 18 for the least common multiple, was 18. And now that we have the same denominator, we can add the fraction. So it is 3/18 plus 4 over 18 equals, what's 4 plus 3 equals 7. Again, we keep the same denominator, so it's 7 over 18. And that's the answer for that one. So now let's move on to solving a problem with subtraction. Okay, let's do 9 over 10 minus 3 over 4. So again, we need to rewrite the common denominator. So we need to find the multiples of 10 and then the multiples of 4. So let's start with multiples of 10, which are 10, 20, 30, 40. So let's stop there, and we could always come back if we need to. So multiples of 4, we start with 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And then we see that 20 is the least common multiple. So now we go back again, start with 9 over 10. And then we have 3 over 4. So we start with 9 over 10. So 9 over 10, we saw that it was times 2, which gave us the 20 for this common denominator. So it's times 2. And whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So this is going to be 9 times 2 equals 18. Now 10 times 2 equals 20, since it was the least common multiple. And then we move on to 3 over 4. So 3 over 4, we found that it was 5 times 4, 20. So we times it each one by 5. And then we multiply. So 3 times 5 equals 15. Then 4 times 5 equals 20. Now we take both fractions. 18 over 20 minus 15. Sorry, my marker is kind of running out already. Over 20. Okay, so 18 minus 15 equals 3. And then 20 stays the same. 20. And that concludes the end of my lesson. Thank you.